Okay guys, welcome. We have another Fat Dragon game here. Now, the previous game we casted half of, and the games before that I didn't get to see. But Vivi is currently up 3-1 on Liereyy, and this is game number 5 between them. We have Incas for Liereyy. Lierey's in the blue. And we have Vivi in the red. Vivi's playing as the Malay. The game we saw the end of last time was a tower rush forward from Vivi. And I swear, on these King of the Desert Arabias, I think it's very open. I've been saying, mainly because I've been getting salty because I've been getting wrecked on some of the games, but I think it's going to be a very Man-at-Arms tower-heavy tournament, and that's what Vivi likes. So, if the maps remain the same, Vivi will be really excited, I'm sure. And we're looking at 2 potential tower rush civilizations here. Liereyy Civ, Incas, very strong Man-at-Arms, Eagles, Tower Civ. His map is, so bad. It's so bad. He has a woodline to the north of his TC, but it's miles away. It's beyond his second stone. And then this woodline, I guess, is alright, but imagine if he loses this. Where's he gonna go? Look at this. It's so open, man. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I do feel like that sometimes the maps are a bit imbalanced on this. Look how many woodlines Vivi has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are all within the distance that Liereyy has 3. Or maybe 4. So he's going to have to be aggressive here. We have a month till the tournament starts, so I feel like I should probably speak my mind if I think the maps are a bit imbalanced at times, because it's important when comes time for the tournament. I will probably message Memb about it, because he's actually in this game as well, so. Anyway, if you have a map like this, you need to be aggressive. So Liereyy will probably have to do that. Vivi, he has back wood lines, back gold, back stone. I mean, some of these could be awkward, of course. If Liereyy had a more decent map, then it would be tough for Vivi potentially, but I think that Vivi will like this. You could easily wall in resources here. Now, Malay advanced 80% faster to the next stage. I know a lot of people came into the channel and the community recently from... Well, a lot of people came into the channel from a Fat Dragon video. So, people were watching the Viper vs. Fat Dragon, and in that game, Viper had Malay. This time, Vivi has Malay. So since they advance 80% faster to the next stage, they can actually click that upgrade. They can begin advancing much later, which means they have a few more villagers working for them. Oh, that vill got a that board got a downhill hit, so that vill will die. No, she's fine. She's fine. Nice job. And they're not laming each other, by the way. That's one way you could get an advantage. You could steal Vivi's pig, and Vivi says thank you. You guys know what he would say if he didn't have his goats? He would say, me no goat. Or I know goat. What did he say? I know pig? That's funny. Vivi cracks me up, man. Yeah, it was I know pig. That's what it was. So I imagine it will be Man-at-Arms. Lierey's not the type of player to go forward. Oh god, Vivi, no! He lost his scout to the TC. Well, that really hurts because he has no clue that Lierey's map is this bad. Liereyy could have 1,500 back golds. Not 3, but 1,500. He could. This could be a bugged map, and Liereyy could have all gold in the back, but Vivi doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know, Vivi doesn't know, and that's a problem, man. So as you're trying to strategize, you have to think about your civ strength, but you have to look at the maps. And Vivi is so good with scouting. All of these guys are good with scouting. And now he's blind. But he has an amazing map. Let's be honest. He once he gets the walls up, should be secure. But I think towers are incoming. Militia coming forward. They will be upgraded to Man-at-Arms, and Liereyy will go towers. Okay. Now, what does Liereyy scout? Liereyy sees the main stone. Actually, he has amazing scouting. So this, I can already tell you, if this goes to YouTube, the YouTube title will probably say something about scouting, because that has played a huge role in the beginning of this game. Any mistakes Vivi makes will probably be due to the fact he does not have enough information to determine what to do. And if he tries to go scouts here, he could be in big trouble. I think he'll probably add ranges, but he's not on gold. Don't add a stable. Oh! Okay, he's gonna try scouts. That's gonna be so tough. Alright, so he didn't know what was gonna happen. Here comes Liereyy. And Lierey's building a tower. Vivi has to react with a tower here. Oh, Vivi does not even see his own stone there. Unfortunately, he'll see that after his tower goes up. And so Vivi's hoping that he can keep Liereyy in this little corner. So he'll probably wall the backside here. Make sure Liereyy can't advance any further. Now, benefit of going scouts is it's really strong because you build farms early. So if you can get away with building the farms, then you'll be in a good situation because you have a lot more food income. Look at Liereyy right now. He's on one farm just collecting some goats and berries. So already 3 farms for Vivi, a lot on wood, so he'll add even more. But the goal for Liereyy will be to deny farm space, believe it or not. So a tower here. A tower here will deny 1 farm. And he could actually break in. And, you know, he has Vivi on the defensive. So Vivi needs to decide now. Do I use these scouts to attack the man-at-arms and the vills? Or do I go to my opponent's base? If I go to my opponent's base, my opponent could have spears. So that might not be the best play, but it's a risk, and he is making the right play, I think. And he's attempting to go towards the base of Liereyy. Now, Liereyy, I don't think, had scouting on that. He didn't see that the scouts left, so he doesn't exactly know. But is he making spears? No spears just yet, actually. He's building a blacksmith for fletching. Blacksmith for fletching for his towers. And Liereyy will be down a vill. Wait. Yeah, he's dead. Nice job from Vivi. Oh, 2 vills. Lierey's waiting for his spear. He's going to lose 2 vills. Being very stubborn fighting with those villagers. Should have just run away for a moment. Why is he fighting here? Why is Liereyy fighting this? He's going to lose 3 villagers to 3 scouts. That's so bad. Well, that gives Vivi a vill lead for sure. And while Vivi has to abandon his farms, he's done a pretty good job here. He's on a stone, so he can build another tower. He is building another tower. Oh, but Liereyy does have the hill advantage versus the walls. Which means that he'll bust through there pretty quick. Yeah, I think this has gone well for Vivi. This has gone really well for Vivi, considering. Liereyy saves his vill there. But the tower goes up for Vivi. So these towers, they've delayed Vivi's economy a bit, right? But Vivi has more vills working for him. He just runs to the base of the tower. He'll make quick work of this. As long as he uses that wood for farms, I think Vivi will be in a happy or a satisfied position. Is Liereyy still in high school? I think Liereyy turns 18 next month. That's also a crazy thing about Liereyy. Vivi losing a vill there. So I've told this story a lot on stream, but I'll tell it again. At the ECL LAN last summer, this is the first time, this is my first, like, well, actually my only big LAN event for Age of Empires 2. And, so it had everything, you know, it had, like, the stage and 4 best players who had qualified. There was Vivi, not Vivi, there was Liereyy, there was MBL, there was Viper, and there was Tato. And as we're getting there to set up the night before, because the players had to test their computers and all that. So we're getting there to set up as Vivi's going forward. I heard MBL say, "He lied to me! You lied to me!" And I kind of walked up, I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And it turns out, at that point, MBL found out that... Wait, this was... Sorry, not this past summer, it was the summer before that, so it was a year and a half ago. MBL found out that Liereyy was 15. I think Liereyy was turning 16 soon, but Liereyy was 15. Liereyy was number 2 in the world. I mean, who knows? Like, this happened with Hera as well. We always forget how old these people really are. But he's super young, and he told everybody, even on his Voobly profile, that he was, like, 18. So when I came back, people were like, no, Lierey's 18. It says so on his profile. But no, Liereyy had lied to people. I think Vivi's mid-20s or something. Now, Liereyy is kind of trapped here. He's run in, and he's looking to build a tower. It's a risky move, and Vivi's looping around this way. If he can get a tower up on this wood line, remember, Liereyy doesn't have a lot of other options. And I think it'd be quite easy to place a tower right here. Liereyy would have no clue, and half of his economy would have to relocate. Vivi fighting with Vils here. Really tough move to justify for me, because remember, as Incas, villagers are affected by the blacksmith upgrades. So these villagers are super strong for Liereyy. And look at this. He has the extra attack on the Vils and the man-at-arms. And he's wrecked Vivi. And he's very close to the Vil count now. Now the thing is that these Vils are eventually going to die, you'd think. But look at the damage they're doing. They're killing scouts. Vivi's preoccupied. He's looking to build a tower here. But if Liereyy sees this, he could just turn around and fight this. And Liereyy with the comeback, guys. Really strong stuff. The Inca villagers. The one thing I didn't say is that Inca villagers are affected by blacksmith upgrades, and Liereyy got one. He's even getting scale mail armor for the remaining 3. These villagers are beefy, man. They've been in the gym. Forward stable from Vivi. My god, man. He's going for more scouts. Does he even have the economy for it? He can't kill these Vils. These Vils have gotten so much value. And Vivi has weak Vils. Yo! What is happening? The KD for Liereyy is 17 kills. 9 deaths. He kills the scout. He's gonna kill another Vil. He could kill that other Vil if he goes for it before she dies. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen Inca Vils do that much damage. Now, Liereyy has not reacted. He doesn't know the buildings are there. All he could possibly see is the house. And Vivi wants some more. The Fat Dragon wants some more of this. I don't know why. But he's coming in. And he should try and focus down the Spearmen. You kill the Spearmen, then your scouts can do some work. I don't know. I think that Lierey's Eagles and Spears and Vils will be enough to hold this. Yeah, I mean, fighting with Vils versus Inca Vils, probably not the best game plan, especially after seeing how things went inside your base, Vivi. So, I think the Fat Dragon's going to have the tap out here in this boxing match. This is just suicide, really. And Lierey's halfway to Castle Age as well. Now, if he built the tower, I like it. If he builds a tower there, uses all of this wood, and invests that into farms, I like it. But, you know, if there's any way he's going to win this game, he has to go aggressive now. More scouts. He has to do damage now, because Liereyy will be on his way to some upgrades. No upgrades on the scouts. Liereyy fighting with villagers. And winning. And winning. I mean, it's so difficult. Because you have to click so much. The Vils don't auto-attack or anything. So, it's still not great. But I think Liereyy knows he needs to give himself some time till he can get that second defense upgrade and Eagle Warrior upgrade. And that chainmail armor upgrade will affect his Vils. Probably over now for Vivi. But, doink! Doink! She dead. There we go. Getting some value. Getting some value. Now, will this guy die? He's on 6 HP, but it's Inca Vils. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Well, Vivi does have a 10 Vil lead. Also, keep in mind, Malay advance 80% faster to the next stage. So, I mean, maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible to hold on. No market to balance his economy. This is when you need to start selling wood and buying things. It's tough. Yeah, Scouts versus Eagles not going to do it. Okay, Vivi just gives it up and calls the GG.
Merry Christmas.
Man, that Vil fight won the game in the back, believe it or not. In any other Civ matchup, if Liereyy was any other Civ, running in there would be suicide. he killed so much. Now, let's be honest, Vivi was wasteful. Vivi was stubborn, man. He sent weak vills up there to fight. He kept sending scouts one by one. He was wasteful. But that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Also, I think if Vivi builds a tower here, he's in a good spot. He just needed to not throw away units here and tower instead of build buildings forward, and I think then he's good. Now remember, Vivi had limited scouting for a while. I can't actually see his fog of war now, but maybe he wasn't fully aware of the fact that Lierey's base was as bad as it was. Because if he knew, he should have towered here, and then sent all of his scouts to patrol this area to keep Liereyy off of that. Like, that's the type of play that I would expect from him. But perhaps losing a scout in the beginning of this game hurt him a lot. Alrighty. 42 kills for Liereyy, 24 units lost. And that's almost perfect timing for us, because I think those World Cup games are going to begin in a second. Now, I'm torn on what to do